What is the difference between a Doric and Ionic chiton? Have you ever wondered how clothing can tell us so much about ancient cultures? In the case of ancient Greece, the Doric and Ionic chitons are perfect examples. These garments reflected not just fashion but also social and regional differences. Let's break down what sets them apart. First, let's talk about the basic structure and fabric. The Doric chiton is typically made from wool, which is heavier and less flexible. It consists of one or two large rectangular pieces of fabric that are draped around the body. This style is usually sleeveless and fastened at the shoulders with large pins or clasps. Women's versions often included an overfold called an apoptygma. The Doric chiton is generally shorter, sometimes not reaching the knees, and has a slit on one side for easier movement. Now, on to the Ionic chiton. This garment is made from lighter materials like linen or silk, allowing it to hang in delicate pleats. The Ionic chiton is longer and features sleeves, which distinguishes it from the Doric style. It is fastened along the arms from neck to wrist with multiple small pins or buttons, giving it a more fitted and elaborate appearance. Next, let's discuss how these garments were worn and their regional associations. The Doric chiton is simpler and more austere, often linked to regions like Sparta and Corinth. It is usually worn closed on the right side and fastened over both shoulders, sometimes leaving one side partially open. Spartan women wore the Doric chiton exclusively, often without any additional upper garment. In contrast, the Ionic chiton originated from Ionia, a coastal region of Asia Minor. It became popular in Athens after a historical event led to a change in women's dress. According to the historian Herodotus, Athenian women switched from the Doric to the Ionic chiton after an incident involving widows and their pins. The Ionic style, using buttons instead of large clasps, was deemed safer. Finally, let's look at the social and functional implications of these garments. The Doric chiton's simplicity and wool fabric made it practical and modest, reflecting traditional values, especially in militaristic regions like Sparta. The Ionic chiton, with its finer materials and elaborate fastening, was associated with sophistication and fashion. It allowed for decorative accessories like brooches and was favored by the Greek elite for its elegance. In summary, the Doric chiton is a woolen, sleeveless garment that is simpler and shorter, while the Ionic chiton is a longer, sleeved garment made from lighter materials, offering a more elaborate look. These differences in style and fabric not only highlight the diversity of ancient Greek culture but also provide a glimpse into the values and customs of the time.